Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Aloha Press Show. I'm JC, joined today by my co-host Jeff. This is your preview show. I mean, we got the WGC, the Puerto Rico Open. I mean, Jeff, how we doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. You know what? I'm actually thinking about when I'm going to jump on the anger bang. Usually I'm asleep by the time you fucking kick that thing off. But I think maybe this week, a Friday night, I got Saturday off. I'm going to go play some golf Saturday. So I think Friday night, we might have to do a late night anger bang, maybe 9, 10 o'clock my time, and we'll fucking jump on.
Dude, late night, have a few cocktails. I've got a couple cigars that I'm itching to smoke. Yes, let's do that. If you guys aren't aware, we host a daily anger bang on Instagram Live. If you are watching this and you enjoy our content and you don't think we cuss too much, please hit the subscribe button and the like button. Helps the algorithm, makes this thing go viral. Jeff, I mean, WGC, this is one of the premier events. I don't know what that means anymore. As we have these highlighted events, but these second tier events, and it just is a lot of numbers and pronouns that I just don't understand. But they moved the event from Mexico City, which was absolutely one of my favorite events, just because of the conditioning of the golf course, and then also just the elevation. Made it kind of feel like a really shitty, municipal in the woods kind of golf course, and I love that part of it.
In my eyes, when we have these weekends where we have WGC events and then we have these second tier events, all it means to me is that they're going to pump up the winner of the WGC, that he's just even that much better because he's beating, a field of just the best players. And then we're going to get a guy that's very average to below average. It's going to be a PGA Tour winner. It's what's going to happen.
It's crazy because the guy at the Puerto Rico Open, which I want to make sure I'm calling that right. Yeah, the Puerto Rico Open, it gets the same status as if you won a normal PGA Tour event. I mean, 2 years exemption, you get into all the major championships. It kind of cracks me up. And the WGC is the top 50 of the world, supposedly, or the top, guys. Whoever doesn't want to play, they don't play. And anyways, they kind of fill those spots. But it's a no-cut event, and they're hosting it down at, in a beautiful, very secluded private golf course, the Concession Golf Club in Branton, Florida. Jeff, I mean, the WGC, I mean, let's get real. I mean, it's 4 days of just a money grab. It's just whoever can play the best golf to win the most guaranteed cash. To me, it doesn't mean a lot. Like, if you could call it whatever, you could call it the freaking butthole open and give these guys guaranteed money, and I could care less. Like, we're still going to cover it, but I'd almost rather see a full field event where you get some of these other Puerto Rican guys in there and, give them a chance to win some cash.
Well, I definitely rather see a full field 120 event, one tournament this week. I don't have time to watch 2 tournaments this week. I don't. But you know what this does? We talked about this last week. This gives a guy like Pat Perez the ability to do what he does. Absolutely. This is it. Yeah, this is it.
Money grab. Give you my checking account number. Please send it here. How are you going to play this week? It doesn't matter. You can go out there and play completely dog shit for 3 days and then somehow, go out and shoot like a 62 in a Florida golf course that is just going to be, I'm assuming, is going to be overwatered. It's going to be overseeded. It's going to be the most prime condition golf course in the world, especially after the events over at Riviera Country Club. Yeah, you're right. I mean, Pat Perez, I mean, is he in the field this week?
Well, I'm assuming he's in Puerto Rico.
I thought he was in the guaranteed event. He's not.
I mean, he's probably in Puerto Rico. He's somewhere making money. But here's the thing. After the last 3 weeks, this is a letdown week for me. I know we've got 2 picks to make and we've got 2 tournaments to watch. But for me, you give me, out there in Arizona with the stadium course, you give me Pebble Beach, and then you give me Riviera. Like, this is a week off for me. I'm going to take a break. I know the guys aren't because there's big money on the line, but I'm going to take a break from my viewing this week probably.
It just is tough because, I mean, I hate to say it, but last week's golf coverage it was actually kind of good for the most part. I mean, they had a lot of golf to cover because, well, you don't play golf on Saturday and you got a lot of shit to cover on Sunday. But how is Golf Channel and NBC going to handle all this golf? I mean, they have a hard enough time week in, week out covering one tournament, let alone 2 tournaments in 2 separate countries. giving out 2 large chunks of cash. I mean, I don't know what the product's going to look like. I hope it's halfway decent. I know they're gonna flex most of their attention on the WGC, and I kind of feel bad for the Puerto Rico Open. But let's get down to the brass tacks. I'm down 4 bottles to Jeff. I mean, it's absolutely driving me crazy. I went on this hot shot. I was picking winners, and I was feeling good about myself. And then all of a sudden, it just is like, God, I picked a couple duds there. I mean, I picked Daniel Berger when he didn't win. Like, it was horrible. But you've got the torch, buddy. Okay, you got the big stick. Who do you got this week?
All right. Well, thanks again to Jimmy Walker. At the WGC event, I'm going with a guy who I've picked a lot. He's one of the guys I've picked that's actually won. He played not too bad this last week at Riviera, much better than our picks. He's a warm weather guy and a Callaway guy now. I'm going with John Rahm out of the WGC, right? I think he's got a good shot out there, at least to fucking be up in the top. And then when we're talking about Puerto Rico, it's fucking sunny. It's going to be warm. I'm probably going to go with this guy named Ian Poulter. Probably not a warm weather guy, not a tropical guy, but I got a feeling that he's the limelight's off of him. He's going to come out, play well. He realizes that he's playing with a lot of duds out there, and he's going to get it done. So I got John Rahm in the WGC, and I got Ian Poulter in the Puerto Rico.
Oh yeah, John Rahm sitting at 10-1 this week to win.
Yeah, come on.
Absolutely incredible. I mean, yeah, of course you're going to pick a guy like that. I mean, he's playing well. I mean, he's back from a couple weeks off, played well at Riviera, had a great Sunday. But damn, I mean, why not return to Florida in a way and just start punching people in the mouth? I mean, he's near the baby. He's got he's got the home feel. He's not in Ireland, but he's in Florida. He's in his home state. He's going to be able to have his comfy pillow. I'm taking Rory McIlroy. I know he missed the cut last week. But this is a particular golf course that you just got to hit it really far. Those the PGA Tour isn't going to set it up to a point where it's like hard and fast. So his iron can be a little sketchy. I'm going with Rory McIlroy at 16-1 to take all the dough. But second tier event, I mean, sure enough, yes, I was going to pick Ian Poulter, but you just don't get that opportunity when you're the loser. I mean, and I hate to say it, I'm looking at this list of guys, and to be quite honest with you, there is not a lot of names I'm familiar with. But there's one. I'm going with Ricky Barnes, okay? I'm going Ricky.
Oh, NorCal boy.
I mean, just, a friendly face to California. He's going to go down to Puerto Rico and get her done. It's I don't know what he's ranked at, but I don't even think Vegas considers Puerto Rico like an actual golf tournament. Maybe it's they're going to win a bunch of cash, Jeff. I mean, on these no cut events, these 4-day events, it's going to be it's going to be fun. I mean, for the most part, it's the WGC. Those guys are going to win a bunch of money on a golf course that we generally don't see. They are going to return back to Mexico next year, but I mean, Jeff, I think you might be able to compete in the Puerto Rico Open next year. I mean, we might be able to get you on the list.
Hey, the way my game's going, I'm trending up. I'm playing well. I got new clubs coming. Shout out to Ben Smithers, your brother-in-law, comes through, gets me some solid clubs. I can't wait. Hey, I might debut those things out in Mexico. I'll put a couple of practice rounds in my bag, but I'm bringing those things to Mexico to steal all your money and collect on all my fucking booze.
That's going to happen, absolutely. But the guy who isn't going to collect this week is Phil Mickelson. I mean, he's got his 3rd appearance on the PGA Tour Champions this week, and it confuses me. He's out of the top 50 in the world. Why doesn't he do the Puerto Rico Open a favor? Skip the stupid Champions Tour event. Head to Puerto Rico. Take your jet, your yacht. I don't know where Puerto Rico is, but I'm assuming it's somewhere in the southern region. Near the Cuba maybe. And go play an event that would absolutely he'd probably be the favorite.
Well, he'd be the favorite, and he would bring the crowd, right? Or he'd at least bring some viewers. But I'm going to do you one more. Why don't you just skip this week, Phil, and go in the booth and go give us a little taste of what you've got at the WGC? All the headlines have been his agent says in the next year or two he's going to be in the booth. He's looking into the broadcast and stuff. Give us a taste again. Give us a taste of a full weekend where you're not playing golf. We don't have to worry about you missing a cut to get in the booth, and go give us a little bit of that action.
Can you imagine Phil Mickelson and Nick Faldo just shucking and jiving in the booth? Like, You know how many sensors that they'd have to put up there? Like you might have to give the PGA Tour a little rated R content.
Can you imagine Phil Mickelson bringing us on air like Jim Nance would? Like, hello, friends. What's Phil's line going to be to bring us on air? I mean, I know how you bring us on air every week, and it's not easy.
No.
Let's let Phil fucking do it. Come on.
Give him the headset. I mean, if anyone would be winning this week, the golf viewers would be winning with Phil in the booth. I mean, don't get me wrong. It would be cool to see him in Puerto Rico. It's not cool to see him in the Champions Tour because I could care less. Don't add on a third event that I got to watch because I'm just not going to do it. Phil Mickelson is not the draw when it comes to the Champions Tour. I hate to say it, but it's true.
No, he's not. Size him up. Size him up for an NBC coat. Size him up for a CBS coat. Get him on the fucking broadcast.
If you guys aren't aware, thanks for watching the preview show, the WGC and the Puerto Rico Open. But if you want to join us in Cancun, Mexico, April 26th through May 3rd, we're having a little golf retreat. Come join us, have a few cigars, have too many cocktails, and play some golf with us. We're gonna have a little Stableford event, which I'm looking forward to. So really appreciate it, guys. If you enjoy our content, please give us the old thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. So Jeff, really appreciate it, buddy. We'll talk to you in a couple days.
All right, buddy.